what is love? When most of us think of that word, some version of romance immediately comes to mind. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, viewing love primarily through a romantic lens can distort its true meaning. Love is far more complex. It's something all humans, regardless of who we are, seek to give and receive. Love is a deeply emotionally charged word. The things we say, the feelings we experience, and the way we act are often infused with this positive portrayal of love. Joy, happiness, connection, intimacy. These are beautiful things from an ideal perspective. But what if love is one-sided? When someone imposes their feelings without considering the other person's emotions, it reveals a kind of self-centeredness. To be so absorbed in one's own longing that they neglect the feelings of the other, that to me is not true love. Building a relationship where two people genuinely see each other as partners, even as soulmates, is rarely simple. It requires a gradual, natural progression, something that modern society often rushes past. The abundance of digital connections gives us the illusion of knowing someone quickly, skipping over the patience and shared experiences that build real bonds. It's no wonder why so many relationships falter. They lack the foundation that only time and intentionality can create. Much of the media that we consume, from movies to books, is imbued with romantic ideals. We're shown the fantasy of a perfect, destined love where obstacles are external, never internal. But real relationships are far messier. Movies rarely show the internal work, the conversations, the arguments, the compromises that happen between partners. This idealized view can feed a subconscious expectation that love should be easy, that the right person will just fit into our lives effortlessly. When things get hard, people often assume it's a sign that something went wrong, that maybe someone better is out there. But real love, love that lasts, is built on patience, resilience, and the willingness to grow together, not on waiting for an ideal partner to show up. This mindset that perfection exists and can be attained subtly damages our ability to appreciate what we have. It's disheartening to think that one small flaw in someone's personality could be the reason they're dismissed. People end relationships for imperfections, sometimes because they're led to believe that there's a perfect person out there who will meet every expectation. But in a way, this mindset is unfair. It doesn't allow people to grow or relationships to evolve, which is the very heart of love. Our digital age complicates things further. Dating apps and social media present the idea that you can always find someone else, someone closer to your ideal. And in this fast-paced hookup culture, genuine connections often take a backseat to immediate attraction. Social media feeds us a constant stream of highly filtered versions of other people's lives, often glamorizing love in a way that only shows the highlights. We get caught up in these curated glimpses, and it can skew our expectations, making real connection even harder to achieve. Many people now are so overstimulated by quick, artificial dopamine hits from platforms like TikTok or Instagram that they rarely give themselves the time to deeply reflect. This constant digital engagement creates a world where meaningful connection feels almost outdated. People rarely allow themselves the space to truly think about who they are and what they want in life, much less take the time to truly know another person. I think that's why part of our collective understanding of love has been distorted. The need for real, deep thought and connection has been replaced by a fast-paced digital ecosystem. It feels almost impossible to establish a relationship as people did 20 years ago, when so much of our social life happens through a screen.
Social media and the internet have clouded genuine emotions with artificial expectations.
Many people don't even take the time to consider what they truly want in life, much less love. I feel fortunate to have friends that I've known forever, alongside others that I've met along the way. There's a unique love between friends that deserves more attention. Friendships can withstand time and distance, unlike romantic relationships that often feel fragile under pressure. I'm not saying that romantic relationships, can not last from distance, but it is definitely a different situation altogether. You could go years without talking to a friend and still pick up right where you left off. Friendships offer a steady, dependable kind of love that doesn't need constant maintenance or validation. With friends, there's an unspoken understanding. They're there for you through highs and lows because they genuinely care. But when it comes to romantic love, there's a certain expectation that if things aren't perfect, it's a sign the relationship should end. People are quick to move on, to search for someone new rather than allowing their partner time to grow. Love, especially in today's dating culture, often lacks that patience. We live in an age where people are expected to be a complete package already, rather than a work in progress. But sometimes the person we're looking for is right in front of us. We're just too busy scanning the horizon to notice. Many people describe their spouse or partner as their best friend, and I think that's truly beautiful. Love that begins as friendship built on trust and understanding feels more genuine. That's what makes dating apps so tricky. They jump right to the idea of romantic compatibility, often without space for genuine friendship to grow first. To me, meeting someone naturally and discovering mutual admiration and respect before romance is a more meaningful way to connect. Of course, there's more to love than friendship and romance. There's the love of family, between siblings, parents, and children. These relationships are foundational. Yet in a world so focused on individualism and achievement, familial love is often taken for granted. The love we feel from family, especially when we're young, can feel so constant that we forget it's there until it's gone. Only then do we realize the sacrifices they made for us, the countless ways they showed love. And at the end of the day, love is subjective. It can mean something completely different to each of us, and that's what makes it both beautiful and complex. My views aren't necessarily right or wrong. They're just one way of understanding something so universal yet so personal. I hope there are others out there who feel the same, that there are people who also yearn for genuine, intimate connection. Despite the difficulties, the complexities, and the messiness of love, I still want to love and be loved for who I am. If you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. This is the first video that I've posted on my channel, and in doing so, I've shown my heart to the world. I would truly appreciate it if you were to like and or subscribe, along with commenting down below about what you think. But beyond all that, if there's one thing that you do because of this video, please be kind to others. Share your love in a way that befits you and make someone's day better just by being nice, by being kind, by showing love.